Do you have to use medication like Vetmedin for heart disease, B2 level 3? So, okay, I'm guessing they're saying that their dog, so your dog has a grade 3 heart murmur, and then you're looking for other ways you can handle it. Sure, there's a lot of different holistic avenues that can be used for heart disease. So, in addition to making sure that you have all the nutrients on board that the heart needs, CoQ10 you can add in, which is actually in heart muscle. You feed heart. So at Chinese, like heals like. So you want to feed heart if there's a heart condition. You can bump up the CoQ10. Taurine is used by the heart. And we know now with all of the inflammation that's in the dogs, and this has nothing to do with that whole food thing that came out a few years ago on the kibble and the dog foods. They came up with some answers, but it wasn't the real why. I can tell you the real why is in the 564 dogs that we did the analysis on for the hair. The answer is this chronic inflammation, and this chronic inflammation in the body needs a lot of taurine. And when there's not enough taurine on board to cover everything, certainly the heart is going to be at effect, because it's one of the organs that every time you get stressed, what does the heart do? So you get stressed, the signal goes to the adrenals. The adrenal says the heart goes faster. So the heart's constantly beating when you're in a stress state. And inflammation, the heart's being overworked too. So taurine is one of the things that we add in to help. Bilberry, hawthorn is really good for heart. The water accumulation, a diuretic, Lasix is commonly used, but there's mullein leaf that I have my clients make a tea with, and it works really good. So there are a lot of different ways that you can approach the heart. It just depends on how far into the heart disease they are, whether or not it can actually, you might have to sometime go to a pharmaceutical compound, but because of the other things you use, I mean, you can even use ylang-ylang as an essential oil is very good for arrhythmias and helping to regulate the heart rate. So there are a lot of things out there that you can do. And sometimes you might need, like it's saying, need a prescription, but maybe you don't need it as high of a dose, or you don't need as much. So in the right time and scenario, pharmaceuticals certainly are a good thing, and we're glad we have them. But there are other options that you can do prior and during. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
Your dogs are meant to eat raw foods. They are healthier and their bodies run more smoothly on a raw meat diet. However, sometimes it may be difficult to prepare raw food, therefore you might want to consider feeding dehydrated raw meats. Not sure if dehydrated meat is okay for your dog? We've got all the answers in this video.